It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Jets and the Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his first pass is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Tua's throw there, complete to Mooney. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And out across midfield down to the 45.
So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season? Or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Taylor.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Fields. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields
keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Butker now to kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
They had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, Hubbard running right through it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Tua now on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
My man, old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Fields on third down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 44, Tua. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this one taken in by Cephas. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cinci offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And Thomas has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first run.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
One play action. Fields.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in here by Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Fields throwing again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here. The final moments of the third quarter.
Tried all this stuff,
Still on the extra point, up and good.
It gotta be somebody. It has to. Bro, you want like this drama in a relationship so bad, bro.
Here comes Johnson on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Baby. We can go back down. I'm cool with that. What I'm trying to say is, you trying to make it seem like I'm so wrong and you unappreciated and shit. I express to you every day how much I appreciate you and how much I love you and all this shit. Bro, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. You really just like I said, I really feel like you want your friend's relationship, right? Like,
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA.
Okay, but I'm talking about from what I know, do know. Like, that's the type of shit you want, bro. I'm not that. I'm not whatever you're trying to create that to be.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. It's caught left side by Cooks.
I don't know, bro, because you really act like it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I literally try my hardest to do everything. I fucked up one time, yeah. And now I try my hardest to make sure that nothing like that ever happens. I make sure that my house is taken care of. I make sure that I try to do everything to be happy. It's like you just have to create weird-ass narratives that it's not even true. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Really crazy.
The connection made. It's Graham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
If it's something I'm doing, my back is on, like, what the fuck?
Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big
We haven't even, you're not getting what I'm trying to tell you. What argument have we had? We haven't had an argument. That's what I'm saying.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory.
What was the argument today? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You're creating shit. Like, there wasn't no arguments today.
And Graham's got it.
Like, you just created this shit. Nice rhythm throw. What argument was that today? I wasn't arguing with you.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Hubbard. He gets away from one. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
What? I had no issues today. I had no issues. I was coming in today. I was coming in happy today. Like, there's nothing wrong today. I don't get it. I was no alert. I had no issues. Like, night went smooth. Coming home, ready to. I was about to be off all day today. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, you just created something out of nothing. Like, nothing. There's nothing going on.
On second and 9, Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come this way, established the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Tua going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30.
I have no dog in this fight, bro. I don't know what the hell just happened, bro. You just turned up on some crazy shit.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Let's go. Let's do it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Oh, my God. Was he not out the pocket?
It away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Back to throw. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. He
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all...
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running